She wore a simple white dress, her hair neatly made, with a peace in her heart that she didn't know in years. Her father, who had never been one to show his emotions too much, was unusually quiet. But when he saw his daughter standing there, looking different, lighter, happier, tears filled his eyes. He pulled her into a tight embrace and whispered, "I'm proud of you. You are back home where you belong." The family got into the car and drove to the church. The drive was quiet but peaceful. Sandra felt the weight of her past beginning to lift off her shoulders. With each smile that passed, it was as though the closer they got to the church, the more freedom she could taste. When they arrived, they saw people already filling up the parking lot, many of them greeting each other with smiles and excitement. The church had a welcoming atmosphere, the kind that made Sandra feel like she belonged, like she had never felt before. As they entered the church, Sandra could see the vibrant energy. People were singing, dancing, worshiping with all their hearts. The presence of God filled the room. She could feel it in her bones. Service began, and after the worship, the prophet took the stage. His presence was commanding. Every word that left his mouth seemed to cut through the air with authority. Sandra's heart pounded in her chest as she sat there, still nervous, but ready to face her past head-on. The sermon was about redemption, forgiveness, and the power of God to break chains. Every word he spoke felt like it was meant for Sandra. It was like he was talking directly to her, and somehow she knew that this was the moment everything was going to change. When the prophet finished his sermon, he asked if anyone had a testimony. Sandra's mother stood up with her family, and the church fell silent. Her voice shook with emotion as she said, "We stand here today to praise the Almighty God. For 2 years, I have cried, I have fasted, I have prayed, and today I am standing here with my daughter who was lost but is now found. God held my cry. God held my prayer.